as you guys can tell, I got new wheels for the G finally. Last time you guys saw this car, it probably was on the stock sport wheels, which I wasn't a big fan of. But I got these from a 370Z Sport. These came on some of the 2014 models. So the specs on these wheels are actually front are 19 by 9 plus 47 offset, and the rears are 19 by 10 plus 30. So to be able to get this good of fitment on the car, the rear, I had to add a little bit of camber. It has about -3 degrees of camber and it fits very nicely. The front, I did purchase 1-inch spacers that I needed to bring the wheels out further, closer to the fender, because they were very sunken in. 47 is a really high offset. So as far as tires go, I stayed with the factory sizing for these wheels. I have a 275/35 in the rear, and I have a 245/40 in the front. So these tires, they are Yokohama V601s. Calvin actually recommended them to me.
Because, you know, every time I find a really good deal, I always gotta tell the boys about it. Because your boy is such a trendsetter that these tires are actually have really good reviews, and these stay right under the $200 range. So if you guys are looking for a really good track tire under the $200 range, I would definitely recommend the Yokohama V601s. They come in a good wide variety of sizes, and you can probably find them really good deals at your local tire shop. I personally got mine at Discount Tire. I was able to find the best pricing there. So definitely check with your local tire shop and see if they can get these in for you. I think you guys will be really surprised the performance they give for the price point.
So as you guys may know, this is my daily driver, so it was very important for me to find the right size wheel and tire setup for the front. Running these tires, I was able to bring up the overall ride height of the car up, so as you can tell, the bumper is not extremely close to the ground where I would, you know, damage it or anything like that. Another thing was the rear fitment. I really like to tuck my tire like that, and I've actually tested it, and I've had 4 people in this car in like almost an hour drive ride, and I had absolutely no rubbing, no issues or anything like that. The only issue I did happen to have was that my fender liner eventually started coming apart, and it left some scratches on the paint, but just cut your fender liners and you should be good to go. As you guys can tell, I have absolutely do want to try to get maybe a little bit of a bigger spacer on here to fill in this gap right here, but I will definitely have to do some fender rolling over there. So if you guys have seen any of my older videos, you saw that the wheels that I had on the Z were actually gram lights. They were 19s. I tried to put them on this car at first, but the rear really didn't fit at all without an excessive amount of camber. So what I ended up doing is that I traded the gram lights from the Z, which were actually, one of them was cracked and it was welded, but I traded those for these, and then I got 500 bucks on top, which I thought was a pretty good deal. I was able to keep my tires, and I was very happy with my decision there. But I eventually will get new wheels for the Z anyways, so I was very happy with putting these wheels on my daily driver. It looks really sick.
Before you guys start bullying us saying we ripped this kid off, he exactly knew the condition of the wheels and everything too. He exactly knew about the crack and it had a repair on it. So he was actually very comfortable with this trade too, so we didn't like destroy this kid on the deal either.
Anyways, I'm very happy with how the car looks. It is very OEM plus, which is exactly what my goal was. And I'm also very happy that I have a good quality forged wheel that is a lot stronger, a lot lighter than just any generic cast wheel. So that is definitely a great plus on these. Anyways, that is all for the update on the G37. There's still a couple minor things that I still want to do to it, but I'll eventually do those things.